Cup of the Word, we're in Ecclesiastes chapter 2, and Solomon is putting life to the test. Now, Solomon is a man just like any other man, but he has two things going for him that allow him to give a broader view of life than most of us. One, he was the wisest man to walk the earth, so there's a level of wisdom there that surpasses others. And two, he was one of the wealthiest men that walked this earth. If he wanted to try something to see if it would make him happy, he could do it. He could write the check for anything. And that's exactly what he's going to start doing here in chapter 2. He's going to test himself with all the things that life has to offer. He's going to try laughter. See, just try mirth is what he'll call it, where you do whatever it takes to just have fun. And he'll find that at a certain point it's just kind of craziness. There comes a point where you get sick of fun. It's like going to Disneyland. It's wonderful, but if you lived there, it would eventually be boring to you. It's hard for the rest of us to understand that, but that is the way it is. And then he tests himself with drunkenness. And he said, well, I tried to keep my mind clear enough, but still take the feelings of alcohol that come with it and see if that did it. And it didn't. That also was madness. And then he looked at wisdom and he said, well, wisdom is definitely better than being a fool, but here's the problem. When a wise man dies, people forget him just like they forget the fool. And a wise man dies just like a fool dies. There comes a point where it really doesn't do you any long-term good. You still end up leaving this planet and everybody forgets you. And then he says, well, I tried work and achievements. I decided to build big gardens, and I got slaves and servants, and I got as many achievements and accomplishments as I could imagine. And that didn't complete me. That didn't fulfill me either. And I realized that life was futile, that the skilled laborer eventually gives all the stuff he worked his skilled life for over to somebody who's unskilled. And he dies and leaves it all behind. And so whether it be laughter or drunkenness or wisdom or skill and achievement, none of those completed and fed his soul. Solomon tested life and found life here doesn't have enough to feed the heart of man. That's your Daily Cup, and we'll see you tomorrow.